Since 250 years ago until now, Buffalo Caucasian of Kyai Slamet has a special meaning, as well as a place of honor in the life of Kasunanan Keraton Surakarta. Of course, it is not like a usual buffalo. However, this is a buffalo that became a sacred animal in the Surakarta region. No one can be sure when this buffalo became something that is loved, proud of the palace. There are so many versions of the origins of this albino-skinned buffalo. According to the story of the palace Abdi Dalem Palace, supposedly the Caucasian buffalo of Kyai Slamet is a large male buffalo is the generation of caucus buffalo era Sultan Agung Hanyakrakusumo. In the time of Sultan Agung, there has been a great fire incident which struck a settlement. So big fire spread into the palace. Surprisingly, the flares cannot pass through to the buffalo cage, though other cages are already burned and cattle in it. Once the fire can be extinguished, the buffalo cage remains intact. Even the grass that feeds food buffalo remains untouched fire. Reasonably, this is impossible. Therefore, all the buildings that are around the cage have been flat to ash. When the king looked at the cage, a Caucasian buffalo was eating grass awaited by a cage keeper carrying a spear. Just by seeing the miracle, there was a bustle of people who preached the occurrence of fire again. Then Sultan Agung Hanyakrakusumo ordered the cage keeper and the buffalo to surround the fire-stricken spot. Surprisingly, once the buffalo and cage keeper came with a spear, the fire immediately subsided. Since then the buffalo and spear and cage keeper belong to the palace. Buffalo and spear finally called Kyai Slamet. Then the cage keeper was appointed to Pungawa Palace with the rank of Killer of Mesoprora. There is another version of the existence of this Caucasian buffalo. It is said that this Caucasian buffalo is a gift from the regent of Ponorogo to Pacobo 102, around the 17th century. This story begins with the rebellion made by Prince Mangkubumi to make Sinod I, King Pacobo II, to evacuate to Ponorogo. The king was accommodated by the Ponorogo regent and lived in Ponorogo until the rebellion ended. During this flight, Pacobo II received a magical indication that Kyai Slamet's heirloom must be guarded by a pair of Caucasian buffalo for the kingdom to be safe and lasting. Unexpectedly, the regent suddenly wanted to show his devotion to his king by giving a pair of Caucasian buffalo. In those days, even today, the Caucasian buffaloes are very rare and owned only by important people. The king also received this gift and brought a pair of Caucasian buffalo to the palace Cartagena. After the rebellion ended, the palace moved to Solo to the Keraton Surakarta. For many years an hereditary Caucasian buffalo became the heirloom keeper of Kyai Slamet. The name of Kyai Slamet is actually an heirloom name that is said to be a spear and then gradually attached to the Caucasian buffalo. Various procedures known custom among the Surakarta Sultanate Heritage Parade, among others. Carnival heritage is customary procedures performed every night before one's Euro date, Javanese New Year. This carnival usually starts between midnight and 4 a.m. Treasures Carnival parades. This forms some heirloom Keraton Surakarta Sultanate has magical powers, believed by the Solo and the surrounding communities. Heirlooms are historical objects from the ancestral Majapahit era and earlier age, which have historical value. Why is it called the Heritage Parade Ceremonies? Carnival heritage called ceremonies, customs, procedures, as done in fixed and hereditary at a specific time, or also called tradition. Not just anyone should hold Heritage Palace. Certain people who get command to eject and reload treasure. Heritage Palace was once paraded around certain areas in the city of Solo. Meaning carnival heritage. Carnival heritage is the gist, is the dissemination of magical power-possessed treasure heritage for the safety and welfare of Keraton Surakarta Sultanate and the Republic of Indonesia. At this time in carnival heritage they're carrying objects is not allowed to talk or joking, because the core of this carnival is ask God for safety throughout the country. Caucasians buffalo, Kyai Slamet. Kyai Slamet is the name of buffalo, Kabo, whose color is white. Buffalo is a pet palace kept since ancient times. Buffaloes have inherited until now in white, and is considered sacred. At Heritage Carnival, Kyai Slamet, Kabo are located in the first Kuplampa, in the Java language. In the Java community, buffalo animal is considered animal that brings prosperity, especially buffalo horn believed to resist disasters, to make balance. Javanese belief about carnival heritage. For the Javanese, Heritage Parade is a series of habits, procedures related to trust, Judaism, but it contains 4 elements. To honor the ancestors. Hepuntum, meaning something that is held in high esteem because they have magical or sacred power. Heirloom's palace is the ancestral heritage that must remain stable. Believing in the existence of spirits guarding the Surakarta area in the 4 corners, Kiblat Hall. All 4 elements above an inseparable unity, so that culture is religion. Keraton Surakarta magical. Surakarta society believe about ghosts that keep Surakarta in the 4 corners area, such as, in the north there is a known haunted forest with all the spirits who control the area, led by the Queen Kalaiwati Kanjing Krengdawahana forest. In the east of the city of Solo, there is a mountain in Sunan Kanjing Law who live by, which keeps from the east. In the south there is the sea, Indian Ocean to its residents Kanjing Queen Kenkanasari, Kanjing Queen of South. Meanwhile, in the west of the city of Solo a volcano, Mount Merapi Merbabu inhabited by Queen Kanjing Keraton. That delicate creature believed to preserve and protect the Keraton Surakarta and the magical surroundings. Confidence in the things that are unseen above is said to be the Keraton Surakarta religious magical, that believe in the things that cannot be accepted by common sense. It is one of the society Surakarta culture. Offerings or Wilujingan. This is a culture and tradition including Surakarta to do with confidence. The offerings or Kanwilujingan, also called the offer tree. These offerings fueled the confidence to give protection to the supernatural with the ancestors. The offerings are usually held regularly, in specific places, at specific times set while reading prayers. Its core offerings are begging welfare and blessings in life, by providing compensation in any form that may be in want of their ancestors in the form of food. Usually by holding tumping, complete with vegetable rice, eggs and chicken meat. Flowers are considered favorite ancestors. Belief in God Almighty. Keraton Surakarta did not leave any confidence. Society also believes that this life was created, the Almighty God, which man given tools such fittings piker, reasoning, creativity, taste, and inner intention, were then given a completeness of a human being as a creature creations to make contact or relationship with the Creator Augusti, in Javanese. Therefore the Surakarta called man Nungaling Koyan Augusti, union with creation that creates. Basically every human being needs the safety and well-being in life. And to achieve this purpose there are several ways and means are different from one another, and the means are not the same terms, even though the goal may be the same. In Surakarta society, generally when got accident, distress or hardship of their lives to come to places believed to be the place of his ancestors, to ask for help to the Almighty. Approach yourself to the Almighty is done with a variety